Good evening, I'm Rukhaya Khan and register number 221Z0017, and I'm going to be speaking about the vertebrate cat. So Felis catus is the animal I've chosen, and that's because I have a domesticated cat at home, and that's Sky. Let me show you Sky. So this is Sky and she's currently sleeping and she says hello. Well, alright, so cats usually tend to sleep, so this is one of the most common behavior seen in cats. They sleep for anywhere between 8 to 14 hours a day, and I've seen Sky sleep for almost 16 hours a day non-stop, so she sleeps a lot. But yeah, coming to the animal itself, according to Linnaeus classification, she belongs to the kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Carnivora. Family Felidae, which also encompasses the big cats like tigers as well, and then genus is Felis and Catus is the species. So Sky is currently pregnant as well. I don't know if you could make out by her belly, huge. So a typical cat pregnancy could last anywhere between 60 almost 2 months or 9 weeks, so to say. And there are exceptions, as in cats can also give birth way before or way after this gestation period. Not way after, but just like humans give premature births, cats can also do that. So that's one of the things about their pregnancy as well. And Sky is currently 1.5 months in, so we're awaiting the arrival of kittens. We don't know how many will be in the litter, but yeah, desperately waiting for that. And she's also, one of the behaviors that she's displaying is she's on the constant lookout for spaces where she can give birth. So she's trying to look for isolated, hard to find spaces like lofts and cupboards and places like that. So Sky is a long-haired breed of cat. She's a Persian. She's a purebred, and she's about 1.5 years old. So domesticated cats can again like vary in color, and they have a lot of patterns and swirls and stripes on them. So they can be grey to brown to ginger to black. So we've all seen cats of these colors and sizes, etc. So the males are typically larger than the females. So males, if you consider the average length, they're about 28 inches, and females are slightly shorter, around 20 inches. And even the weight of them, it depends highly on what breed it is. But yeah, so typically they weigh accordingly. So about from 3 to 4 kgs for males, and same thing for females as well, about 3 kgs for females as well. So the most close related species, the wild species to cats, would be the North African wild cats. So these include the Felix alarica, which is the species name, and they're mostly valued for their mouse and rat hunting techniques as well. So cats, as we all know, are domesticated, and so they have been in close relationship with humans for quite some time now. So they have been domesticated for about 10,000 12,000 years. So I will now talk about the morphology of cats, and these are the ears of a cat, and they're pretty flexible, as you can see. They're flexible. They contain a lot of muscles in the ear. So there are about 32 muscles, and that allows them to rotate and hear in many directions. And cats are known to have like excellent hearing sense as well. And one of the other functions of the ear is that when they land on their 2 feet and they fall to the ground, or they leap or fall, ears help them to balance. So as you can see now, she's trying to twitch her ears and move them. So pretty flexible ears. So these are cats have 2 eyes. As you can see, she's opening her eyes now. So cats have excellent nocturnal vision because of the mirror-like reflective layer behind the retina, which reflects the light, and it bounces it back off the cones, which makes use of the existing light. So cats can see clearly with 1/6 of the illumination that we need to see. So their night vision is really excellent. He has one nose, so that's the nose, and the cat's nasal organ is comparatively larger than humans, and their sense of smell is more than 10 times stronger, it is said. So like interesting fact about their noses is that, like the human fingerprint, the cat's nose pad is also very unique to them, and they also have a body part called the nasal organ, or the Jacobson's organ as we all know it, that helps them to process what they smell, and it's located in the roof of their mouth near the front. So this organ is often used when a cat is trying to process the smell of another cat when mating, and this explains why cats open their mouth and literally breathe hard enough to taste whatever they're smelling. So, so this is Sky's food, and if I place it in front of her, she will first analyze the food and she will try to smell it, and then only will she eat it. So this is her food, and you put some in front of her, and she will smell it first, and then go ahead and eat it. So this is the behavior that most cats show. And next is their whiskers. Their whiskers are pretty prominent, as you can see here. Whiskers are also present, and cats use their whiskers as feelers. They are located on each side of the face and above their eyes, and only when cats are on the prowl for prey. So I've seen Sky use her whiskers when she's hunting for pigeons as well. So yeah, cats have claws and teeth. So let me show you close up. So that is one of the tooth that you see, and they also have claws. Because she's very furry, you can't see her claws, but pretty prominent claws as well. And so the cat's claws are used for marking their territory as well as for climbing. So they use their sharp teeth to tear apart the prey, and they use their claws to one of the behavior is to rip apart everything that they see. So if they're violent. And then cats' tails, they use their tails when they're feeling defensive. They lick their tails from ends so that it becomes more pronounced. And when they flatten their front end and raise the hind with the ears plastered back, so they when they are on the defensive front, they get in that stance where they try to gauge the prey like that. So this is my other cat, Zoe, and she's also she's kind of scared of Sky, so I think there's some sort of competition there. There are certain prominent behaviors that cats engage in. So cat behavior includes their elimination habits, their body language, aggression, playing behavior, communication, hunting behavior, grooming behavior. As you can see, Sky do right now, she's grooming herself, and face rubbing. So it varies among the individuals and breeds, but communication and sociability is something that you can see prominently. So grooming is when the cat has facial expressions, vocal sounds, and tail and body postures that try to express its emotional state. So they lick their bodies top to down, and these regions contain the scent glands, rubbing the side of their heads, cheeks, and tail against the owner and other furniture. So this region of the cat contains scent glands that help them to play a role in establishing a familiar odor in the cat's environment. So they try to like rub against you for that. So the tongue of cats, which is a patch of sharp, backwardly directed spines called the filiform papillae, they're present at the tip, and the appearance and feel is pretty coarse. So that is how their tongues are built, and so they groom themselves after mostly meals. So as you can see, Sky just ate some food, and she was trying to groom herself. So one of the most common behavior is in companion cats is that they sometimes urinate and defecate outside inside the litter box. So let me show you Sky's litter box. This is where we keep it, but sometimes it's almost always dirty around it. So that is about cats, their behaviors in general, and the morphology. So cats have a range of behaviors that they use to express emotions as well, like rubbing up against you, or when they purr during sleep. So these are some behaviors that humans try and decipher as a way of cats trying to communicate with humans. And I've also experienced such behavioral traits, and so I feel like cats are highly social and complex creatures. So this is goodbye from Sky.